Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Yalad, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai, divine to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Akim, pushing his truth, sincerity, and charity, risking their lives and freedom to do so. All right. The title is "It's Not the Game, It's the Principle," and the subject is that even in your entertainment, remain circumspect. Whether you have dealings, where you are in settings and being in the midst of the elements of the world, you must remain circumspect. Okay, so Ecclesiastes 8:6, because to every purpose there is a time of judgment. Therefore, the misery of man is great upon him. So to every purpose there's a time of judgment. And in Ecclesiastes, the book itself, it's a chapter that says there's a time for everything, a time for joy and a time for seriousness. So in the midst of your games or your entertainment or your what we like to call folly, right? There's still a level of circumspect that's just required, right? Ephesians 5:15, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And if the Lord has control over all these things, whether, you win a bet, a gamble, or a game, or whatever it may be, right? But we are to be careful about certain things. I'm just going to give a few examples. Sometimes you just got to know who you playing with. Whether you gamble or stuff like that, or you play online video games. It may be necessary for you to get a VPN so that you don't get hacked, or it may be necessary for you to, move a certain way. Don't just join random online parties, people that you don't know, because people are hacking these days. They find IP addresses, right? And they can do evil with that. They can SWAT houses. They can do all kinds of madness, right? You got people, if you gamble with strangers, they may not pay you back. Or these things cause strife, contention, That's why I say it's not the game, it's the principle, Some people are abysmal winners and some people are sore losers, and you must beware of them. Sirach 9:13, keep thee far from the men that have power to kill. So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death, and if it come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. And those battlements of the city are the edges of the towers and the edges of the building where the archers will shoot off. But it's dangerous because you could fall off that height and perish, right? And it says, keep far from the men that have the power to kill, right? Because the men that have the power to kill, right? You shouldn't doubt death, okay? You need and the thing is, you're surrounded by murderers every day, whether you're going to work, whether you're going to the store, whether you're going by the way with these people or these strangers. You have to walk past these people and your goings. It's just what it is. We are in our captivity this day. We're surrounded by people that we don't really want to be around. But when doing that, you have to be circumspect, right? And I brought out the term abysmal winners and sore losers, and to go into the abysmal, I guess I should get the etymology of the abysmal, and it says extremely bad, basically, and it basically goes into the term itself goes into an extremely bad winner, someone who's over cocky, over confident, not overconfident. That's a better word to say. Gloating, being very prideful in a win, and you have people that lose so bad, and when you have those situations of clashing, right, it creates conflict and strife. People have killed people for less, let alone, a sore loss or, and there's things that you just don't do, okay? Right. I, for example, have at my job, say, a coworker was like, I could have sworn when I left it was like this, and I said, no, it was like this. Just for example, he said yellow, I said red, and he wanted to bet on it, put some money on it, and I said, no, I don't want to take your money, and it's a little back and forth, right? Needless to say, I ended up telling him, I said, you gonna be happy at the end of this, because you're gonna be glad you ain't bet on it, basically. And turns out it was red, right? That could have ended like 3 different ways. One, and this is the thing, I knew it was gonna be red, right? I knew it was gonna be what I said it was. I just knew it. Why I didn't place a bet on it is because this could end in one in three ways. One, he just paid me and then we go our separate ways, and it's cool. 2, he could not pay me, and then now I'm bitter. 3, he ends up paying me, and now he's bitter. There's certain ways to walk circumspect about when you deal with certain situations, whether you playing a game of cards, Uno, spades, a game of Monopoly. People have killed people over these games. There's spirits on these games, and a spiritual man can understand that. But you will find yourself in situations where you end up maybe having a situation like that where he say yellow, you say red, and it turned out it's red, and you bet on it. You have to be circumspect, and that's why I just brought out that example. I get some more precepts on this, right? Because there's nothing like a sore loser, man. Especially people that talk crap because they lost, right? So it's best to just take the low, rather than let me see what's the scripture I want. Forgive me, bear with me. It's Apostle Paul. He said, "Fault among you, brethren." Why do you not rather take wrong? Suffer yourself to be defrauded, right? Bear with me, forgive me. So, where is it? I'm gonna get it. Just bear with me. Forgive me for real. 1 Corinthians 6 and 6. No. Yeah, 6. But brother go to law with brother, and that before the unbelievers. Now, of course, Paul is talking to brothers in the truth, in the congregation, brothers involved in the ministry, right? But you can use this as a tool, a resource dealing with the world. It says, therefore, there's utterly fault among you, because you go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather take wrong? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded, right? And it's best to take the low, in almost every situation. Even when you have a situation where, say you, cut somebody in line, you can give them that spot back. I have this thing where I say, let them have it, basically. Let them have the win. Let them have the dub, basically. Let them have it. Because some things is not worth fighting for, They say in the world, choose your battles. So, it's best to take the low, In some situations, that means being defrauded. A person take your parking spot or whatever, let them have it. Because sometimes you gonna gain a dub, and then on the flip side, you have, ish talkers, right? And I say for a lot of people that talk that good stuff, they talk that crap, what they say, you want to talk shit. A lot of them don't really have shit. So you gotta let people that talk shit have it. Let them have it, because that's probably all that they got. I'm not fond of taking that from somebody, You know, a lot of times people they talk shit because they sore. They're sore losers. They feel like you winning. They see you getting a dub, and whatever you doing it better than them, and they suck at whatever. And you just gotta let them have it. Let them have it, because that shit talking is all that they have. At the end of the day, you get to walk away from the situation, and you got whatever you got out of the situation. So, and then don't be an abysmal winner. Don't be proud. Don't put it in somebody's face. If you end up, I don't know, getting the up on somebody, in whatever way it may be, you know, maybe you get a better number or something, or a better bid at the job, or whatever it may be. You know, you don't push stuff in people's face and brag and say, I'm getting, or for example, I got more bitches than you, or I got more money than you. You don't want to be an abysmal winner, or somebody that's, you know, proud and putting it in people's face, because that'll get you knocked off. Being a sore loser gets you knocked off. These are things that can get you condemned and destroyed in this world. The scriptures talk about being wise as serpents, harmless as doves, right? It's not the game, it's the principle, you know. And I've probably said it 10 times this video, but it don't matter what game you pertain this to. Whether you in Uno, Monopoly, Spades, whatever it be. Whether you in traffic alone. Don't road rage with these people. Let them have it. Let them have it. All right? If you took the lane and you cut somebody off on accident and they going crazy beeping, let them have it. Let them have their shit talking. Let them do whatever they drive crazy, swerve, whatever. Let them have it. All right? Don't be an abysmal winner, and don't be a sore loser. Know how to take a loss and know how to take a win. That's the point of what I'm trying to get to. And forgive me for taking so long to get to it. But Lord will, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Icon pushing the truth, sincerity, and charity, risking their lives and freedom to do so. I'm the brother Yalad signing out. Shalom. Kwam Yasharala. Habab.